Hey everybody, it's Josh. What's going on? Um, just wanted to make a video today that is gonna be a difficult video to make, and this is obviously not professionally done or anything like this, so I just have my iPad and sitting in my bedroom, so if you hear my dogs walking around or they decide to interrupt the video or whatever, that's just how it goes. But I wanted to make a video today to discuss what depression looks and feels like. It took me a lot of motivation to hit record on this video, and I may stop it and redo it 100 times. I may not even upload it, I don't know, but I currently am going through a really, really bad depressive episode, and I figured, as tough a video as this was to make, or is going to be to make, that I should make it to document, well, for two reasons really. One, to talk about, to give depression sort of a face, and to give a voice to depression so that maybe I can help people who don't really understand it that well, or people that deal with other people who have depression, to help them sort of understand what it's like, and also to reach out to those who may be watching who may feel the same way, and to help give them a voice, and to show them that they're not the only ones that are going through this or feel like this. So right now, currently, it's Friday. It is 10:40 in the morning. I'm supposed to be at work right now, but I'm not, because I feel absolutely horrible. All this week, I took Tuesday off of work when I was supposed to go in. Wednesday I wound up going in late to work. Yesterday I was scheduled off, and today I don't know. I'm gonna have to go in at some point, but I really just don't want to. But this is one of the first things that depression looks like. Is it just interferes with your life. It takes over your life, and you can't do the daily things in your life that you need to do to carry on. Like, you can't, it's very difficult to force yourself to work. It's difficult to get up and do anything. I've woken up the past 3 days, 4 days, either actively in tears or wanting to be in tears over nothing in particular. There's nothing that is going on in my life. There's nothing that has happened each of these mornings to cause me to feel the way I do. It's just the way that I feel. It's like being stuck in a black hole that you just can't get out of. It's like the gravity of it is just too much, and you just get exhausted from trying to pull out of it, and you just don't care anymore. The things that I really used to enjoy doing, things like playing video games, putting together Legos, you know, well, those are mostly the two major things I enjoy doing, but, you know, anything as far as leaving the house or anything like that, I don't find joy in those things anymore. I think for a second, hey, maybe I want to play this game, or maybe I want to go do this, and just the motivation to even like start up a video game, or to open up a box of Legos or whatever, is just I don't by the time I get around to actually doing it, I've just lost all my momentum, all my feeling for actually wanting to do the thing I wanted to do in the first place. So nothing is fun for me anymore. And things, just regular daily things that you do that most people take for granted, are extraordinarily difficult for me to do. Like, it just feels like such a burden just to get out of bed in the morning and go make breakfast, go make a cup of coffee. It takes energy, it takes a lot of motivation just to get up and go do those things. Taking care of my pets in the morning. I have 2 dogs, I have 3 rabbits, and they need food and medicines and things like that in the morning, and it's very difficult for me to get up and provide those things. But I have to, because, those animals are counting on me to provide for them. So I have to do it. There's my dogs right there. But it's a really bad feeling, and it gets to the point where you feel so bad on the inside, and your mind feels so bad that you actually start to feel physically sick. You get dizzy, you get headaches, sometimes you get nauseous, and it just is something that dominates every aspect of life. Every moment that you're awake, basically, you're being consumed by it. And I've been battling with my weight for a while now, ever since I went into pharmacy school. So probably 5 years or so I've been battling with weight gain, which is something as a kid and through high school and college I never had to worry about. I was always the skinny one, but things completely flipped, and now I'm overweight. And I got on the scale this morning and found out that now I am officially 200 pounds, which was the number that I swore I would never hit. I said, I'm overweight and I need to lose some weight, but as long as I'm below 200 pounds, I'm not going to freak out. I'm not going to change my whole lifestyle. Well, this morning I got on the scale, and sure enough, I hit 200. And that's it's from a lot of things, but mostly it's from eating crap and not moving, just having a completely sedentary lifestyle where, I just sit around and I'm not active. I don't exercise, I don't move, I don't do anything at all that would burn any calories. My job is basically standing or sitting, at a computer all day, and that's not getting me any exercise, it's not getting me any sunlight. So that was another thing to add to my depression this morning, was to find out, that I hit that weight barrier that I thought that I wouldn't ever hit. But, it's not surprising to me that I'm there now. So I don't want this video to be a poor, pitiful me story. I'm not making this video to get pity. I'm not making this video to get attention. I'm making this video, like I said at the beginning, so that people can understand, people who have never experienced it before or are maybe trying to deal with a loved one that is suffering from depression and anxiety as well as other mental disorders. Bipolar disorder comes with a lot of this baggage during depressive episodes, and even more. Well, I don't want to say even more, but it comes with extra baggage during, manic episodes and things like that. And I'm sure people with schizophrenia as well. But, mental health is something that I just don't think is focused on enough in this country. It's not talked about enough. We talk a lot about things like diabetes and high blood pressure and high cholesterol, and those things are obviously very, very important and should be talked about and should be, highlighted, especially in America where it's really a problem. And obviously those conditions account for a lot of disease and a lot of death. But when you talk about depression or anxiety or mental health, that leads to a staggering amount of deaths as well. People taking their own lives, and, we all know about notable people that, have unfortunately taken their own lives due to these battles. And unfortunately, a lot of people out there know someone personally that has done that. And we need to take this stuff really seriously. But I felt now was the time to make the video, because for me this is sort of what I consider rock bottom for me right now. I don't know if this is the worst I've ever felt in my entire life. I felt really bad during pharmacy school at times when my wife was 6 hours away from me, and I had a string of deaths in my family, including, the person that was probably the closest to me throughout my life, and my grandfather. I felt really bad then, so I don't know if I can compare this to now, but this feels really, really bad. And right now, it feels like there's not a way out of this hole. It feels desperate, it feels lonely, and I'm at a point of blaming myself for a lot of things. Not being a good husband, not being a good employee, because I keep not being able to go to work. And I'm putting all of that on me, like that it's my fault for how I feel, and why don't I just get over it and move on? But it's just not that way. And I've been on medications for a long time. Recently I've been trying new medications, adding things, taking things away. I do therapy. I've been getting treatment for years for this, but right now none of those things are working. So it's very frustrating, and it's difficult and feels sort of hopeless. Fortunately for me, I haven't had any sort of suicidality thoughts or anything like that Fortunately, I haven't had those demons to fight. I want to live. I want to be here. I just don't want to feel like this anymore. I want to be a productive member of society and just be happy again. Just be able to enjoy all the good things that I have in my life, because I have a lot of good things, and I recognize that through the veil of this darkness and this cloud that hangs over me all the time. I recognize I have all the good things, or so many things that so many people would like to have in their lives. I have it, and I've worked hard to achieve a lot of it, but the depression, the anxiety, it just refuses to allow me to appreciate and be happy with it. So anyway, hopefully I can have this video archived so that if and when I do get on the other side of this, because even though it feels like there's no way for me to do that right now, there must be a little bitty part of me that feels that I can, or else I wouldn't make this video. I wouldn't continue to seek the help that I'm seeking. So there must be a part of me that believes that I can come out of the other side of this. And hopefully in, I don't know how long, a few weeks, months, years, whatever it takes, I can come back to this video and remind myself of what rock bottom was really like for me, and to see hopefully how far I've come by that point in my life, and to use it as motivation to try and do everything I can not to get back to this point. But again, I don't want this to be a pity party about me. This is just, I'm using myself as an example, as a voice for depression. Mental health awareness and everything is something that I'm very passionate about, and I want to get it out there. And I just wanted to show you guys, put a face and a voice to this disease, and hopefully to help educate some people, and also maybe to help touch some people that maybe watch this and feel the same things that I feel, or have been in the same places that I've been. So if you watch this video and you're feeling how I'm feeling, or you've been there and you've been able to get out on the other side, I'd love to hear from you. I think it's important that those of us who suffer with this are able to come together and realize that we're not alone, even though it feels really, really lonely. I think it's important to come together and share our stories and talk about how we feel. And I think it's going to help. But the video's getting long now. I'm rambling. So anyway, if you've watched this all the way, I appreciate you taking the time to watch it. And I'm considering making it a series of videos updating you guys as I go through treatment and try different things, and hopefully get better, to keep you guys updated, give you guys some advice and things like that. So anyway, I'm going to get out of here and figure out how I'm going to muscle it up to get to work today, and what time I'm going to go to work today. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.